All right, so thank you very much for watching Dazi TV. I'm sure say we na who video I mama Akosua Serwaa aye or did that Ghana for ase. Na Miss Metumi afa kwanya we so metumi aka say yedem ase any odoni supporter mudi akire ye mama Akosua Serwaa. Sa afi na wa join me a na who video na ye mama Akosua Serwaa aye did that Ghana for ase a ye kunkutie ba ye besan to aso.
Adofo anopapem Akosua Serwaa fosu na me fremo de asida kese emama idi kan ye de asida ma ye nyankopon etoso ma sida koma social media platforms so fo nyina etoso me de Ghana fo nso nyina adofo nyina so me damase legal wives for husband adofo nyina mintumi ka edinsa me bobo a mintumi mobo ko papa shi osofo mrebi baya na minim se me wa adofo sa na machredo mama me hu se me so dofo bi etiho asemi bae no ni mako amanie bebre mu enso no still mugina pintin time echi because to dwanim me damase but mama me hu se me so me ka ho bi ti mo enfo odo efa mbom na yenya baako na nkunimdi no eye dia ko se de ode ne ho to awrade so no ade nyara di boa no ma ewie ne yie yeso ye de ho ato no so ti me damase because enya na dom anka me nim se mu nyina akra no na obi kai me nti ma se nyina ne se asida enkam obi a awrade hwemo so na on kai ho yesu ndi mu no nkunimdi ebeba nkunimdi bi awrade dia nti no edamase
Enti team legal wives any papa she especially papa she din any obi bia mo support no o se odamase two o se na se moya mba no nim se Ghana kra mo kai no se ye obi a ye frɛ no Akosua Serwaa fosu a se ne obo ni din e wo video no mu no eno na sabre be dia bro but meti hoyi every single day bia no me ankasa meti ho I'm just trying my best to also go back and see a testimony on the ma or court to her even the judgment number but more than so be judgment be read I think so when you get the judgment to read one way or the other no some parts of the judgment in ABA when you're team for no be your dream also to mean in your dream but because some rena by the in pass your comment and fair enough but judgment and ankasaba you have to take your time and read it and at least get a lawyer to explain and because of that I'm talking to a few lawyers. Then I'm going to make sure so be break everything down. Send a beya you bet me at here once. Now you say if there's some other aspect of your presentation, BBA no ABA, then we work on it before appeal no bit me so. But right now, no, as I speak to you right now, no, and ne lawyer could say I file the appeal. But there was also a suggestion say Ankaya apply for stay of execution first. Because after 7 days, you know, me apply for stay of execution, let's say appeal no go through the bayan said Odoboni can now call herself as a wife and even a brochure and to me actually do so or your but say apply to the court, the high court, and say stay of execution then no till somebody tell me the case at the appeal court no on to me friend so your I am not here to teach lawyer to see what to do, but I believe that maybe his preview is that he has been practicing for over 20 years. Some of these things very easy for. And I remember that very day at his office, he said, "Say there's several cases be appeal with me and winning. So let's hope and pray that everything will go through." But something just strike me, you know. Sometimes we are to work cancer, but you have but him say along the way a bit more contradicting. I stand to be corrected. If you are watching me, if you know the specific year, I just want to make this one clear. Seneshom, next year cry that Lumba can't damasem and patrol. Let me know under the comment section. I remember that Luma is not a person or granting interviews. He doesn't go on radio to grant interviews. As you all know, they're a very private person. He doesn't go out. He's always in his room, composing songs and other stuff. But for the first time I met him, that Lumba interview was one only and the Dusty year interview. Yes, only and the Dusty year interview. And I'm sure, so what's the 2008 or 2009? No, 2018, 2019, thereabout. I stand to be corrected. As I said, if you are watching me, please just let me know the specific year and the Dusty or interview with Daddy Lumba. I think Hit FM or Adome for one of them. Of course, all of them belongs to multimedia. But if you are watching and you don't know the interview that I'm talking about, let's go on and watch the interviewer on and the Dusty year. Remember, make me be atro.
Many Teresa and now be seen there. Okay. I said, me, you two quino, you motivate here. Okay. She said, many Akosua Serwaa and Maoma, Makomakum, Enum. Senyanko cry, Madama, me the bear, another bear 5 besaka. Hey! Some of one day, the same in our way of one as a miniature monument, and I can say, I hear you, Daddy Lumba. Yeah, man.
What's in the interview in Obohanidin? Also, there, wow, bad no, I fear Akosua Serwaa. But in the court, you were all told that Oyo Dobo in 2010. Na Akosua Serwaa do in a JR. Into Barney then no interview around 2018. Let me even bring it to 2015. That time I think I was going to level 100 there about, yes. Let's bring it back out to 2015. That even assuming without admitting that 2015 Okoye interview or hit from Adum FM with Andy Dusty or Kande on the or Bessie or in or friend Akosua Serwaa or no any wife. But 105 no but making sure the ball will be back and will be send a motain. So just imagine. Then one kasamuko jina court. Also wejana war 2010. Inti muma mo kwan mo ba war woba 2010. Namko jina court ukaka court de war oyimpan 2010. No impakon no kokowara at no kotina FM station do couple and the wife or friend also no friend Akosua Serwaa wa mo Prince Ofuri and wa mo bia nidi. Inti mwangasa mo di dam statement in the court 2010 and mwangasa mo ya research ko check videos na pictures na da onangasa wa na publicly to declare there the wife of friend Akosua Serwaa. And I don't know because I remember there 2 occasions I wasn't in court, so I don't know there whether lawyer could see the damn video not the count as an evidence as part of exhibit, and I don't know. That's what bought damn video no courtroom that mean to me. But mwangasa sana mutin us in there the wife of friend Akosua Serwaa. Mpocho, I'm just bringing it back. The date in the crowd may come. It's in that was 2018, 2019, but I am bringing it back to 2015. But that time, crowd was in our Odoboni 5 years ago, because most of the Odoboni were in 2010. Most were Odoboni in 2010. Let's say, assuming without admitting the interview for granting 2015. Why didn't he mention Odoboni's name that Odoboni is my wife or Akosua Prince Lofori is my wife, and I'm even planning to have more children? But Akosua Serwaa not born it. So how come now you go to court and tell the court that he got married in 2010? I'm taking my time one after the other to make sure that every single day biano me dibibi beba bohu the one kasa it to be yeba mo dia the be expose no man kakran. Right now the hair whether Akosua Serwaa or we know publicly no bia we hu there mo kasa mo nsa na mkoka no hon yakopon na katosoro na no nyim no kwara wum. Yes. Because that didn't move to my radio do. After 2010, I was so about your own hard no. I didn't call by your own to you on exceptional cases on extreme exceptional cases. That Lumba tried to redefine our culture in such a way that to him alone, Obeji, Besiano Hada, Obey no Nankasan if and to obey on Hadu and if you want Nankasan, it would be a shocking to me that or to my radio do be and a wife or friend Akosua Serwaa in Abra Wankasa. Into I'm done, I'm just asking myself that if I'm the wife, and that very day I'll quit interview or FM station there will be sent our friend and not our friend, no wife friend Akosua Serwaa no be feel into Wankasa will say you need to feel no Kadamas and Waba and Wankasa. How did you feel? Hey, my radio uncle. I said, look, team legal wives, make sure that I will take my time. Senabaya, you take consolation there. Indeed, Adenankasa, judge and Wakasa. We'll but no Kwanankasa will set us free. The truth will set everybody free for us to know that I think this time around, BBI okay. 2, the grounds for appeal. The grounds for appeal, and I think that the previous video, and now they are going to study the judgment because the lawyer they have 49 pages judgment, so they are going to study it today, tomorrow. Then if they have an additional grounds of appeal now, they will add more. I say, but I think coming make sure the appeal on you that easy. To be honest with you, appeal in that they are going to start the whole case again. And no, the 3 judges who are going to sit on the case, they are going to review the same evidence cross-examination na yet call na ni nan. And the court, remember, is not lawyer Kusi. It's not any other person. The court is only obliged to either make that determination, either they are going to accept any additional evidence to adduce to help the case. Apart from that, the court may decide not to receive any additional evidence apart from what was held at the High Court. And to say, if you have any other evidence, any other thing, remember the discretion is up to the court to determine that. And right now, video now, Akosua Serwaa recently, no other or friend then lawyer Kusia, since a video no attaining. Right now, so what court of appeal, that's what the damn video was do compare. You know anybody who determined that too? Court no better they added or better judgment one into sometimes the bompay. There all the available chance are oboko in favor of Akosua Serwaa Yakupon Nankasa onka judges in the court in Wakuma. No admit. 2. The verification. Go and read the judgment. Go read the bohun there. There are some procedural lapses be or judge in obo or can wasem. But that lapse in there's another court provisions be or the judge could have also explored that one, which I'm sure that, as I said, tomorrow I have exclusive interview with a lawyer, and I'm sure that lawyer, you guys will be happy to hear from him. But as he's handling one of the controversial issues in Ghana here, and I'll meet him at the High Court tomorrow morning, and then I'll ask him a few things about the judgment. Atase. And see, also with my church at what point will somebody do this or that? In Tebusanfo, some way team legal to net more human. Yeah, they support Akosua Serwaa 247. No matter my candidate, whether they will win it or appeal court to, what they call Supreme Court to. In fact, what they call even to the extent that what they call even ECOWAS court, and I say appeal court for Supreme Court to review before. I will always and forever be a sympathizer and supporter of Akosua Serwaa. Did you hear her voice? How she spoke today? And I'm sure so many people have said so many things. You'll be interested to know. But what I can tell you, if you're watching me, if you're a lady, if you're watching me and you have one way or the other, Abuwa Beina, look, Yankupon said Yankupon there, undo your mother. I know a lot of people have called, a lot of people are they don't even sleep because of the judgment now. But I'm a Ghana your image or sir, and you know the judgment. Have your time and read it. If you read it, obviously you know. Although as some part of the judgment, I saw the signatory there. The issue about signature is now you can't have some inside. Even apart from that, authenticity of the document and so patch. So there's a procedural way about to attend in any document like that, and I believe that when you get the chance to read the ruling, I'm sure that you understand some of the technicalities involved. But let's hope and pray that we can get the appeal through. Appeal no judges 3 no better do. Into that one, if you're able to convince all the 3 judges, they will rule in your favor. Otherwise, the other payment you have to make. So I believe that lawyer Kusi will sit down. And remember there, 2 lawyers. Remember 2 chambers. They are all fighting for the same cause. And lawyer Kusi is only 1 chamber. So 2 has a better. I'm sure there may be the other friends and colleagues who can also share ideas with him to make sure the appeal will go through. Because this is a time for when you're in baby, a time for when you're especially lawyer Kusi. What Peter was Serwaa because a lawyer or Casa baby lawyer or day or call to the extent that somebody was sitting on radio telling lawyer Kusi to apologize to Odoboni because of friend side chick. I brought him or Kadamasa and Uncle Sapon him there. Lawyer Kusi as more can yimpana. Hey, never some near say there or country or him be there or body. Young can't be no me kind me when you call me tell me I keep it here. I don't bring it out. I keep it. Because that is my informant. I don't need to disclose my informant. I keep it to myself. But the word of motivation that I have for Team Legal Team is that Akosua Serwaa is a well-established name. And I'm telling you that anybody who will try to suspect or denigrate her because of this issue, there's always a reward in everything that you do. When you do good thing, there will be a good reward. When you do a bad thing, there will be a bad reward for you. She may have her own flaws. Adentina, all this one went to me and Kasa 1 year. You guys don't know whether he was communicating with that Lumba. You have no idea. Whether they were talking terms, you have no idea. When that Lumba or friend Grandpa, you have no idea. Besia or the Nikun, our Nikun in Komo Grandpa, you have no idea. And somebody was suggesting to that Akosua Serwaa should print out communication with that Lumba, whether WhatsApp or Insta, anything. so that it can also help in terms of if there was a time where they had a discussion about some of these things. You have no idea. At I say. And see, at the end of the day, there. And I'm even hearing how Odo Boni came to this issue, how she managed to build that lumber and all the other stuff. You see, all these things are the things that I think that, and one thing I'm very critical about it is that the lessons that we are all going to learn from this. Look, if you're a woman and you are working and if you feel like you have your financial means to build your own property, you can do that without the help of your husband. He cannot instruct you not to do that. You can have property together with your husband, but if you know you have a strength to build your own property, kindly do that. 2, if you're a husband, if you think that you can build a property with your wife, but you can still have a capacity to build other ones without necessarily adding your wife's name to it, fair enough, because right now, who knows? But most important thing is the ladies, because sometimes, you're young girls now, but one page maybe yet. There are some ladies that I know. This lady is going on vacation in Dubai, a national service girl, or vacation with Dubai. The service date will be the queen. In Pakistan, dating camp, the man's wife is not even in Ghana, is outside. The wife or outside now, what's Ghana? Now, acquire service next be in Pues or pedals the doppel. Now, Bessia, as the kama, Ubini could not see the pair fair enough. The service be no yim yansan not to this call them one, and the duke vacation with Dubai, the quite chilly. No, who yansan punk and face can be fanya the pubino, Chinabine say, this is somebody's husband and a patch in Hukaka. That's what Chinabine wife, but not can acquire. At least, and you have to maybe credit if you mean you on vacation, chilling. Remember, from where on to a dow. Daku, watch the what? Daku, what did you convert? What did you convert? So this is my first time, Debbie. Why are I? In the Messia, Funam Kate, so far, about 1 page one wire. A month for walking, the debia was in one nature. Now make a memory why you. Now me bon pa de and coupons the margin, the moment being to me that, and pa me buying. When we being to me that. Never say never, but me being. But I will say this that it's my humble prayer and humble appeal to God that the woman that I'll marry, Yakupon Martanfu Nyada. No matter the storm or Banakupon holding, no more than patient to make sure that I'll value and cherish the woman that I'll get married to. Into me can for us, I'm very, very careful not to say anything because me call that. Me do damn Jenny do that. Damn me a man for work and damn Jenny or the chairman, but my idea merite. But the idea of going for somebody's husband is something that I prohibit in my life. Whether or not Odobroni has played, look, she has done so well for that lumba, as I've been saying in my previous video there. At least Anya should come so yes Bamu Modi. Anya should come in it doing damn part my ditching. Anya should come that lumba is common mode or to suit the man. Into the Kawas and Bia and I very careful then in Cass and Faintian that way. But the Bia my catch all day. Come or ho. Ebia that time no Birmingham put a mark, which I say one or test no high. On Cassa on Cana Sam train pa. Because you know what, Yankasi will crash, could she be open, Miss Yaffa? No man catch it up upon our call beba, or call beba. Or not go so quiet or copy more beba. But wait or call 1 pim no bay. Now also young girl like Essie Dunker said, was being also denying up brand. Will be not on what it's in why in ye come on wage. It's a good advice to the young ladies out there. More sometimes you may influence will pay. You don't do background investigation to know whether the person is married or not because of. Now I can tell you that relationships are no more relationships, transactional relationships, because of what they will get from it. And one found no be nikun. Remember the one you pakuni na or enyana na enjoying. You don't know the kind of prayer, the kind of support, and when you them when you damn kind of fame and into all you feel like you have an entitled to enjoy that thing. One day. Yakupo manaba another horrible yes. One yet the margin. Into any time I'll talk about this issue, I'll try my best to advise. But only thing that I'm praying that me more atamfu onyam. Atamfu onyam ne dem so Yakupo enadom na se meso me wara. Or chinebina sa sembi simeso ubi from video world abranti we abroad Dobro in Akosua Serwaa sent by. At that time you were na the can into me bon pa the madam has been to me that. And me more atamfu so on rejoice that. And it's a collective effort. It's a self-disciplined decision I've taken that should I get married, this thing will never happen to me. And I pray that it will never happen to me. In me, mamma and papa no wash my imbri, make can't show me there. some pocho so besia hone se aware na pocho loved your wife besia na hun nkete se brima hun na ho ye fa ninti anti ne hu jai na yin nante it up to now. Make sure you be with her. How you see a young girl out there, she look beautiful. Remember, also being one day about to the wife and your wife too. You may say so you to move catch them there. Also, you may even want to listen that we need to respect. You ladies show love through respect. That's all. For respect and family, the man answer. The woman like Akosua Serwaa, a very humble woman, very respectable woman. On Kasa. And you see, 1 hour tina buchi be oba culture for a woman to raise children, 3 children in Germany will be able to do. And look at Kevin at the time of look at it. Kevin ba funeral. She 1 weekend or tenema menenchen. You wouldn't even see any sign of Ubia Watina Bruchi. It tells you the kind of woman or ye she never miss your phone so. What it's one ye. But all this one in the bay no if you na sebe Kevin crowd with 2 will pee. No acquire kwasa dinner or 2 market. Hey Kevin Blabetin oh Charlene Blabetin ni na mami no ye bibia. The one import today. What to raise me ma or today power will be mad or German was answer why ye juma. Then back catch him no deserting husband. No back catch him there or one yenny a marital duty. Min kasa bebre me catch you any day Yakopon na so my abota on share den na Akosua Serwaa on man ahoden like I'm just praying for her that God should strengthen her. God should give her that kind of mental toughness to deal with this issue. The moment I release the video, there's a platform I'm on it. And I saw somebody also posting a video like Odia one view us in there. They are also in the house of Odoboni. Very soon you also see a video of Odoboni also saying something. I challenge you. Very soon Odoboni also release a statement like what Akosua Serwaa why. Odoboni Prince Ofori. I mean for Fosunin Gang. Prince Ofori saw the statement about kind of team side check for I'm just mimicking her. I'm not going to say that I'm not become. Once I can tell Akosua Serwaa can say, hey, team legal wife. Oh, you see the word team legal wife. Madam Wase. Sana minim se Ghana for more domisa. Yinim se bedin kunim. Yes, we tears in bedin kunim. Or can you say amen? I'm sure that if Odoboni is also going to read the statement, I'm just wondering how she's going to address her supporters. Is it going to be team side chick or team Odoboni? Yes, I'm sure she will say team Odoboni. Yes, team Odoboni. Madam Wasisema supporting me in these trying times. I'm sure that will be her statement. I think so. But hey, it's all good. We give thanks to God, and I believe that Akosua Serwaa will leave, and I know God will speak for her. Like the way I see it, have that kind of conviction deep inside me that one day God will speak for her. But that time, they become be crying her. And that is when I'm for back. I say, say see you. Yeah. So please just stay tuned for all the updates. But what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to get except old interviews, something that will give us throwback for us to know. Say some of the accounts I court no, it wasn't the truth, but it was the fact. And as I keep on saying, in courtroom we don't talk about truth, we talk about fact. It can be false, but it's a fact. Yeah. Thanks for watching. Feel free to drop your comments under the comment section. I just want to get interactive with you guys.